is content. So James, give me some tangible content ideas that people can leave this podcast with and start creating content. Give me some ideas.
I think with the whole thing of content, I think it was actually you who said to me, Lames, look, you worked on some really good projects. You got some really good archives. Pull them out and start posting them. You know, start putting some content there. If you're new and you don't have any content, maybe start with yourself. You know, maybe start telling people what you do. Maybe just, you know, tell people all about you. And one of the questions I ask on a podcast is, hey, how you doing? Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell the world about yourself. Tell them what you're doing. I think some of the things you did really well, Tej, in the early days, one of your early podcasts, you're doing a podcast 9 months in and you got I remember when you had no deals, but you're still talking to people about the process, about the emotions, how things are going, you know, and how you're feeling emotionally that you haven't got a deal and the journey you've gone through. I think there's a lot of things you can do. I'd say if you've got no content, if you've got no deals, start with talking about yourself. Tell the world who you are, what you do, what makes you more than just your name. What have you done, you know? Only recently when I was talking to someone on I think it was D Ludlow on the podcast, and he was like, oh shit, James, I had no idea that you've got a design degree, or you've done a master's, or you're a qualified teacher, or you've been a designer, you've been a lecturer. It's like, oh shit, I've never really told anybody that, you know? There's a hell of a lot of stuff people have done that other people don't know. So I would say, first of all, share your story. Secondly, if you are in property, make your content property related. Go away and have a look at some of the hashtags that are available on the content people are posting, and then maybe make your content relevant to that hashtag, so you get maximum amount of exposure in that kind of area. But that's how I would start if I've got no content. For me, because I've done a few projects now, I've got a lot of stuff that I can feature, a lot of things that I can talk about. But if you haven't, start with yourself.
100%. I mean, I'm looking at some of the names on this chat, and some people I know quite well, some people I don't know very well at all, some people I know little bits about, but I know certain people on here, like things they've done they've never spoken about, or some of them have like 10 years experience, or they've done deals that we don't know about, or they have a cool story or energy that they aren't sharing. So just by looking at a few names on here random, I know that there is like easily weeks worth of content that these people can create. And that's just me going off what I know of a few people in a chat at 10 a.m. on a Thursday, when, you know, if you look at the wider world and the other people that are in property and people who've done stuff, there's so much you can create from your own story. Just remember, there's always someone who's 1, 2, 5, 20 steps behind you, who, as mundane as it might be, will learn so much from the stuff, you know, whether, you know, if you should use a flexi pipe or this pipe or blah, blah, or copper or plastic, whatever. There's certain things that would really help people. So get them out there.